Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Super Metroid. Last part we explored the wrecked ship, found all of its treasures, and obtained the gravity suit. Now we have even more defensive power than we ever had. And as an added bonus, we can move freely across water. And I was horrible. I should not have taken that kind of damage. I should have taken my time. And to my surprise, my in-game time so far is only an hour and 11 minutes. 111. So we're making good progress. And we have plenty of the collectibles so far, with not many left to find, and even fewer areas to explore. Now, the next area, there are two ways we can get there. However, the way we're going now involves us picking up our next item. And actually, while I was copying the files from the last few episodes to my desktop, I actually did a practice run of the next area that we're about to visit and do, because it's probably the longest area to do, and the only one meant to be done in a single visit. Well, technically we've been to this area before, but it was impossible for us to explore. But that's all about to change. We needed the gravity suit, which previously, obviously, we did not have. But this changes everything. Now we can go anywhere in the game. Well, almost anywhere. There's one thing for traveling we don't have that can't get us to one single section. But we may be getting it soon. Now, I have yet to decide how I'm going to do this. If I'm going to split into a few parts or do in one big part. But we'll see how it goes. But it's pretty big. Luckily, we have everything we need. Yep, we may have been through the wrecked ship, but this passage is still plenty more water. Yeah, but also while I was copying those files last time, while waiting for that to be done, I did myself a little... No, I was about to say practice run. I don't know why. I wasn't practicing anything. But I played some more Tales of Vesperia, and I've made it through the Forest of Cave Mog. I'm not through it, I'm still on it. In my efforts to explore the place after finding Raven, I ended up backtracking to the entrance. But the transfer was almost done, so I just saved and quit there. Might as well. Yep. So after that, I pretty much finally went to bed. It was like 4 or 5 in the morning. Only to be woken up a little after 8 because I was getting called into work for 5 hours. A morning shift. It's very unusual for me since I normally work nights. But yeah, I made it through. Came home, laid down for a while, doing better. So for some reason I had a bit of a sore throat ever since I got home. Hopefully I'm not getting sick. Dynamic probably came from one of my customers today. But oh well. I'll be... So it's not anything too bad because I got a 7-hour shift tomorrow. Don't want to be feeling unwell for that. Yeah, but here we are in Maridia. This place is kind of special because it's the only place where there is water all abound. And again, I could say that Northier is special because it's the only place with fire all abound. Yeah, so that's nothing unique. But what's really a pain about this space is, like, right here. This sort of quicksand. Some of it you can fall through and get to another area, which I think was a bit of a shortcut when I just did it a minute ago. And some of it, it just slows you down and you sink, and maybe even start taking damage. It ain't fun to deal with. Alright, now usually I'd come up here after being the boss of this area. But we're getting it first. Now if you time your jumps correctly, you can bounce off the very top of this quicksand like it was a normal jump. Like so. But getting up here is a bit tricky. At least for me it is. It somehow did it in one try. My first time doing it in one try. Yep. Yeah, unlike the other grapple points that fade away, that one does not. It stays there permanently. I better do this quick. Just in time. Now these blocks of, I guess, sand cannot be destroyed by any of your Samus's weaponry. Only this guy can do it. And actually, touching him doesn't hurt you. But touching his two saw blades will. But not gonna kill him yet. Because otherwise I'll have to re-exit this room. And not just take up time for no reason. So just wait. Okay, this is close enough. I'll kill him now. Those things, I don't know what they are, but they cannot be killed. And this is what we've come for. Item that's going to be very useful. And could have been useful in many earlier parts of the game. The Spring Ball. This will allow us to jump while in Morph Ball form. Pretty much eliminating the need for the bomb jump. Who knows, maybe the jump to get over into here could have been made with it as well. Who knows? There's one glitch I saw where you jump up with the gravity suit, and then you take it off and still hold A. When you unpause it, you would jump much higher than usual. And that would be one way to get up there. I've tried that a few times, I've never been able to do it. Because you have to pause it at like half a second before you actually jump. So that's not the easiest thing to do. And those little furry things actually resemble the boss of this coming area. And it's actually not too bad. It's actually probably the easiest one to fight in the whole game. If you know the right strategy. Because there's actually two ways to defeat it. And I'm going with the fun one. which is also the easier way, because it's also more unique as well. And I do not like this room. Sadly, I'm actually going to have to revisit this a couple times. Luckily, when I do, it won't be as bad. Now, where are these guys coming from? Below? Or stairs? Actually, can't do anything in that room. At least not from this end. Since I didn't show for any other area, I might have shown for this one because this area, it's a pretty big maze. And we're going to be exploring it all. Well, not all of it. There's a few rooms we won't go to, but most of it we will. And now, be prepared to revisit an old area. Only we're going to make it a bit new. And this is why I said there are two ways to come here, but I chose the faster one. Yes, this right here. Seemed like it was in Brinstar, but no. These 3 rooms are part of Maridia. Now, I could have blown that open with a power bomb at any time. However, it was better not to, because no gravity suit meant in that whole room I'd be moving extremely slowly. And now here, I'm about to get what is likely one of the hardest or most frustrating missile packs. Mainly because, not because it requires a shine spark, but it requires a very precise shine spark. And I might have stopped it too soon. Nope, not quite. You gotta do it straight up from right about here. And it's not easy, because if you're slightly too far off and to the left or the right, you'll end up hitting one of the platforms above. The real challenge in this is doing it without running on super missiles, because none of these craps will drop one. I think it's best if I start with it at this door open. That way there's no pause when I run out. Nope, I was a bit too far to the left. Gotta be like sorta right in the center of that thing, but it's tricky. Really tricky. And I missed it again. Open the door first. Now I can make it through. Did I get the charge in? Oh, yes I did. Yeah! That's why. Vertical shine spark straight up from that spot. It's the only way to get that missile pack. You can't access it any other way because that's a speed booster block that keeps you from going through. Now what we're about to get here is the ones that eluded me for the longest time in this area. Well, actually, I never knew they existed until I did my 100% run. But what's interesting about it is, this is how I discovered it. I mean, not how I discovered it, but those were the last items I needed to get 100%. And I'm gonna let this turtle thing take me upwards. Maybe. Let's try this again, shall we? And okay, I was going to use the spring ball, but I guess not. It'll work that way. Now, it's a moment like this where it would have been really helpful to have the spider ball from Metroid 2. I could just lay a bomb there, be on my way, no problem. But there's not only a missile pack in here, there's one other item, an energy tank. When I got these two for the first time, it was also when I got 100% completion for the first time. A very proud moment for Jargus indeed. But that's all there is in this room. Well, so far it's actually going pretty good. Now these red pirates, nothing's phasing them. They just block our shots, even if they're charged out with both ice and wave beam, from both in front and behind. So they won't be easy to deal with, yet. Oh, but when we're finished here, they'll be a joke to us. Just you wait. And, I've already done a lot in this area so quickly, I'm surprised at myself. Even with the practice, I thought it would have been more of a challenge. I guess not. Well, yeah, the only really hard part was getting that super missile, the spring ball without the space jump, and getting that missile with the speed booster, but other than that, it's no problem. Now, there are two ways up in this room. Well, two exits in the upper part. One is, it looks like there's nothing, but it's a hidden passage that will take us to where you normally get the power bombs for the first time in Brinstar. Like, about halfway through the path to Norfair. But we won't be needing that at all. And the other way out from above is right here. Yeah, right here. Well, almost. Let's try and see if I can wall jump this right. That's not how you do it. There. I guess that was faster than trying to hit the grapple. Now you do go down here, but you want to go up first. Because there's a handful of secret goodies. Quite a handful. First lies just beyond this fake wall. Missiles! Oh yeah, we're getting a lot of missiles in this session, don't worry. And just this part itself. Luckily, we're getting pretty close already. And here's another fake wall. A big fake wall this time. And I'll just use these guys as a little platform to get up easier, no problem. And I should start getting a bit more careful because I've lost a couple of tanks of health. And I don't think my reserve tanks are full yet. And here you are, more missile and another super missile. And we're actually on the verge of getting another pair of these. Like I said, this is actually going much smoother than I planned. So I guess this LP does work as a decent walkthrough. Since I'm showing a way to do everything pretty efficiently, and nothing's too advanced that you wouldn't need to be an expert to do. So you would have to be pretty knowledgeable to do it on your own without getting lost, without guidance. That would be pretty interesting. Now, I wonder how many people figured out how to do everything in this game by themselves. with no kind of guide whatsoever. Be it game facts, strategy guide, or whatever, or YouTube. That'd be interesting to know. I know I'm not one of those people. Even the first time I beat this game, I consulted game facts a lot. And yeah, here it is. Yeah, you need a shine spark to get up to here. But not to anywhere else in this room, though it can help. Be careful at this section. Those are fake floor blocks to fall through. We just have to shine spark again. So we're falling. And here is it's actually a dead end. But more positively, you get some of these. A group of spawners to recharge yourself. Always a pleasure to see those. And let's see here. I'm at 20 minutes, so this is a good part. So I'll just save here, and I'll see you next time for, I believe... Huh, it's part 6 already. Until next time, everybody.